Well, this is Rugby Junction in Louth, Lincolnshire, on Monkstike Road, where the trains used to run down, Lincolnshire Railway and all that. This is where it used to run up until 1980. This is what it used to look like. And you can see it probably. There we go, there's don't know whether that's original or not. The original station's still there, over by the ABM. See whether we can zoom in and see it. Yeah, the really big old Victorian chimney pots. The ABM's big building on the left, the white one. And these bricks here, are the remains of the old signal box that you saw in the picture. Personally, I think these old buildings should be preserved and fully restored. If you know what I mean. Trains can tell a lot of stories. Just go on a little walk for a bit. Yeah, I'll try and do a bit more filming or something. It's already about 2 minutes into this video. This has recently been put here, and I must sound like an idiot talking to myself. I reckon all these old railway structures, buildings, etc. should definitely be preserved. And because they can tell a lot of stories as well, you know. It isn't just the trains, but then again, the old steam engines, etc. should be preserved for generations to see. Because without those sort of engines back in the day, we wouldn't have the high-speed trains we have today. Yeah. But I might, feel free to tell me to shut up at any time if I'm boring you, because I probably am the most boring guy right now in the world. Or in fact, in the universe. But hey ho, I like to get out and about in the sunny weather. Or bike wheel weather. How the heck did it stop just then? I don't know. My phone does that sometimes. We're about halfway there. Honestly, it's about how far we've come already. Literally. It's beautiful, you can hear the birds. There is, at the other end of the town, near the signal box, hidden in the undergrowth, an old section of track which 3 wagons used to sit on until 14 years ago, and they're now at the Lincolnshire Railway, fully restored. Well, 2 of them are restored. It's great to see them, you know, they're up there and they're being looked after. I don't really do sound like an idiot. Okay. People are probably thinking that's too much steps. People are probably thinking I'm a bit of an idiot and all talking to myself, well, to a phone or something or whatever. But hey ho, yeah, they're not far from right. Probably am. Ow! Who the hell could have done that? Hey ho. Vandals could have vandalised that poor bench for no apparent reason whatsoever. Then again, it could have been weather or something. You don't know. It's best not to blame people until you know the facts, really. But my arm's aching a bit now. Okay. It's all quiet here, listening to the birds. And just ahead of us over there's the old railway bridge, which goes over St Bernard's Avenue goes over, or Stoughton Lane. But unfortunately that was filled in. Not sure when, but definitely after the track was dug up. But hey ho, I'll take some photographs, take a shot of that shortly. And when I get closer. This will go on YouTube eventually. Literally. I'd love to see these old railways reopened again. So I think Louth definitely needs one. Definitely needs a line reopening. Getting closer. It's taken me nearly 10 minutes to walk down this. Literally. And then I'm going to sort of hang about at the other end of it. Hey ho. Hey ho. Away we go. I can't sing. To save my life. This is the bridge. This is where the bridge was. Looks like it's all been filled in or something now. And it's all changed a lot. Hello, it's me again. Probably bored you already, but I'm back. These here are the two plaques to commemorate the railway that was once here up until 1980. Did I say two plaques to commemorate the railway? If I didn't, I have now. A close look. Over there is the other side of the bridge that was once here, or probably still is here, but buried underneath all the dirt. Anyhow, it's changed a lot. Quite a lot. Yeah, the railway was the GNR, Great Northern Lincolnshire Railway. I'll go back and have a look at that. Shows how much I know about railways, isn't it? Doesn't it? Judging by that last reference. Yeah, GNR, Great Northern Railways, that's it. This is the East Lincolnshire Railway. Opened in 1848 until 1980. I have actually seen the guy who ran the last train on the line in 1980, the final one before it closed, and it was at Ludborough when they were doing the 30th anniversary of the line closing a few years ago. It was filmed live on TV, and it was filmed in the same carriage me and my mate Philip were in. Yeah, me and my mate Philip Gormanley. Me and my mate Philip were in, and when we were at the station at North Thoresby, I decided, when I saw the cameraman at the engine talking to one of the crew, I decided to, when I was getting back into the coach, jump around, wave my arms about and shout, "Hi Mum," for some reason. But God knows why I did that, honestly. Shows I can be a nutter at times, but hey ho, there's the old sort of part of it that you used to get down here. That's, oh God, and there's the other side here, as you can see, good shot. Okay, let's go for a little bit of walk this way. Yeah, it is a lovely day to be out, I have to admit. I definitely do sound like an idiot talking to myself. Hey ho, I am probably am an idiot, but I love railways. I used to work on the Lincolnshire Railway for a while, about 4 years ago. It was good, honestly. The staff were friendly and that. What is that? A quad bike. Hey, it would be nice to see this line reopened again. Honestly it would, because I reckon Louth, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people out there would agree with me, that Louth needs a railway again. Yes, they may have been on the decline, or what, so they may have had problems when the beaching report was out, and it was axing every single railway, pretty much. But look at it now, it's booming. And yeah, it definitely needs to come back. I'd love to see it come back. I will have noticed, and some people around here have sort of noticed, I know the trains have been gone 34 years now. 34 years now. But I've noticed on the odd occasion, you can still hear trains down here. Literally, trains. And my dad said to me a few weeks ago, when me and my mum were talking about it, after planting bulbs, while planting bulbs in the front garden, that he heard an electric train like the ones they have down in Liverpool. Well, on the Wirral, just outside Wirral and in Liverpool. That's a fully another thing is that this wasn't an electric railway, so diesel electrics would have run on this, and steam before them. But you know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Whereas the Merseyrail is a fully electric railway. The trains are electric. Everything is fully electric. Yeah, my dad said they made a sound. You could hear a sound that sounded like one of those down here. But you know, this is an old railway. Definitely needs to come back. I have to point that out. How long have we been walking for? I've been rambling for 5 minutes. That must be at least a good 15 minutes or so I've been rambling on for in total. But then again, I have got a big mouth. But hey ho. As you can see, we're walking up to Stewton Lane. Then after Stewton Lane is Legburn. No, yeah, Legburn railway station and the village of Legburn. We can't go that far from here, but I can show you how things have gone since the line had closed. Yeah, it really is different down here. It's nice though. It's nice to be out, get out every once in a while. But hey, and again, runny noses. Anyways, ignore that. I know, so I mean, look, that's how far we're coming. There's a person down there, but hey ho. Yeah, not far enough. This must be at least a good mile or so of track here that's been dug up. I mean, it is a double road sort of track layout, or was. Hopefully will be. I mean, I know of somebody that is putting out a petition to have the line brought back, extended back into Louth. I definitely think that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay, there's Stewton Lane. This is what it's called now. I don't know whether you can see this yet. Oh, I can see that perfectly with the sunlight on this phone. But hey ho, and over there's where the railway would have gone. I'll quickly walk over there. Looks like it did come down this section here. There's Stewton Lane, just crossing. Oh, good God! I fall into. That's what I just fell into there. Literally just walked into. Don't know whether you can't see that. I can't on this boat. Hey. There we go. A lot's changed. I don't know what those bricks are there for, or what they are off. I don't really know. But this is where the track went, and all the way up to Legburn. You watch, I'll probably trip over something else next. Yeah, go on a little walk, or slip on something. Yeah, I don't know what these bricks are off. There's nothing actually saying. I hope it really has actually changed a lot. If they come directly down, you can just see it, or hopefully you can. Anyways, I'll walk on a bit. over the planks, back up again, and down again. I'll be flat on my face. Anyway, so let's just have a little look over there, and then just carried straight on down there. Let's see whether I can get around here and mind the mud. Or at least try and mind it. Let's see how far. I'll tell you what, we'll stand at this bridge. Here's this bridge coming up, we'll stand on it. That's as far as we'll go. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Yeah. And it goes out there towards Legburn. Or did. But hey, hopefully it'll be back in the future. It definitely needs to be. Over and out. There's the odd level crossing at Louth. Well, it's not there anymore. I don't know what this is. Gate or something goes down there. Here's the old signal box on the right. Still got the original, well, yeah, the original gate's still there. The old signal box. I'll do in a sec. I don't know. This here is the original gate. There's the signal box. Louth. I don't think you can see it. I'll bring it to that view quickly. Oops, nearly tripped. Well, I've done that before. I don't know whether you can see it. Over there, the really big chimneys on it, is Louth train station. Right in the centre of the video. Anyway, this is an old sort of section of track down here. That'll be the signal box. There's a section of track somewhere down here, which I promised a guy called Lincolnshire Disused Railways. Yeah, I promised him I'll film it. Afternoon.
Are you alright?
Yeah, fine, are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. Look at the state. This is what railway lines look like now. But trains will be coming back to Louth eventually, just not this far. Anyhow, going for a quick look. Okay, the line is somewhere down here. This is what it all looks like now. Hopefully, see if I can still find it. I know it's here. There it is. It's in this section here. I don't know whether you can see it now. But I'll move to a better place. Here it is. Can you see it? In the bushes, sorry. That's the original section of line. Looks like the sleepers have gone. Some of them anyways. But there you go. There's some sleepers here. This is where those wagons used to sit on a few years ago. Well, till about 1999, 2001-ish. But there's one of the original rails. I've still got these in. Well, I've forgotten what these are called. But it's good. I mean, I'll go for a little walk down here. But look, just look at that. Last time I came down here, I missed it. came down here with my mate David at the time, and I missed this. We got, literally, I'll show you, quite some distance up here. Yeah, so we go further down a little bit. I'm not walking all the way down this section, personal reasons. Yeah, I don't think you can get down there, but this is what it all looks like now, literally. And there's the ABM, that rather big building at the top, which is in one of my other videos. Well, it's going to be at the start of this video, so I'm making loads of videos of this particular section of line, and it's at the start, right at the opposite end of town, the first one is. So yeah, but it is coming back the railway, slowly but surely, just not this far. Let's give it another view of the line, see if I can get it in. If I can't, I can't. Let's zoom in on it. There it is there. Like I said, I promised a guy on Facebook called Lincolnshire Disused Railways. You know, I asked him a few days ago whether it was okay to mention him in the railway, and he was happy. Otherwise, if it wasn't okay, I wouldn't be mentioning him. But yeah, this is what it all looks like now for the time being. Well, this is going to look like this for a very long time now. The other section further back, the other up behind me, won't. At the level crossing there, or the old one, what was one on Fairfield Industrial Estate, won't. Or, well, God, I do ramble on a bit. This is the old level crossing on the Fairfield Industrial. I'll just do that again since there you go. This is it right here. This is, as I mentioned in the section, or bike up there, as I mentioned earlier on about them rebuilding the line once again, this is how far they plan to bring it. To this section only. Well, when coming back to Louth, yeah. Then up to Halton and Clay from then on. But yeah, I really do support them in that, and I hope they actually do succeed. But about this guy called Lincolnshire Disused Railways, he's on Facebook. If you do plan on adding him, he only talks about railway stuff only, nothing else, okay? He doesn't like that. Yeah, but walking down here you can find a lot of interesting things really. I'm not sure like what. There's an old sign there. Yeah, but you can find almost anything. But these old abandoned railway lines can tell stories too, you know. It really isn't just the old steam engines that can do it. But yeah, there is a couple of old bridges and a level crossing or two down here, and a signal right up at Pear Tree Lane. Yeah, God, I do go on a bit, don't I? But yeah, this here, we're coming to the end of this tarmac now. Don't know what's down there, but I'm filming down there. There's all fields. But this is what the railways are coming to now. Yeah, it's been at least 4 years since I've been down here. I used to work for the Lincolnshire Wolds Railway, which are the people that are restoring this place to its former glory. Well, when I say former glory, just back to Louth and up to Halton and Clay. But they're doing a good job so far. They do have a section that runs from Ludborough to North Thoresby. That's a 2-mile section, and they have open days where fare-paying passengers can pay to ride the 2-mile section in some coaches that are being pulled by a steam engine, sorry. Yeah, but it's a lovely little engine, that one. They do have a Class 08 shunter called D3167, if I remember rightly. We'll be going past that later to see that, so yeah, it's about a 7-mile walk. I love these old railways, really do tell a lot of history. That's how far I've walked so far, or how far I've managed. I used to come down here on the bike as well a few years ago, with my dad. It used to be a double road railway, which basically is 2 tracks. For those who don't know what that is, what double road means, it's 2 sections of track running alongside each other, or parallel to each other, about 1 metre or so apart. So it allows 2 trains to use the same section at one time. Yeah. God, I do go on a bit. I think we've got about 5 or 6 miles to walk now, since I've walked most of this from my house. But yeah, I love these old... how many times do I have to say I love these old railways? But then again, you can never say I love these old railways too much. I mean, the trains are vital to getting supplies across the country. They are just as vital as lorries. I mean, I'm not saying lorries are bad, just in case any truck drivers do watch this video, or lorry enthusiasts. I'm not saying that they're bad. They're doing a good job. They are just as vital as well. But, you know, trains can do the same thing, but carry a lot more loads. But then again, I don't know how many lorries are on our roads. Yeah. Favourite lorry is the Eddie Stobart. Yeah, a big shout out to Eddie Stobart there. A good television series you did as well. Yeah. My favourite, I have to admit this, not very many people do know that I love trains. Not very many, just, well, my girlfriend Bethany does. She knows that. Philip, my best mate, one of my best mates, he knows that as well. But he knows that more than anybody, apart from my family. They know it. Yeah, they know what it is, why I love trains just as much. But I have to admit that I used to watch Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid too, so you know, that's what started it. Yeah, my favourite, I have to admit that I'm more of a diesel engine enthusiast really, than steam engines. I do happen to admit though, I do love the Flying Scotsman. I have to admit that. And I do at home have 2 models of 4472, which is, if I remember rightly, the one that's owned by the National Railway Museum in York, which does run sometimes. It does run on the main line as well, which is good. Coming up to an old building here, I'm not sure what it is. When we get to it, I'll talk to it. I'll say something anyways. But the models I do, I've also got a model of the Mallard as well. But one of the Flying Scotsmans, along with the Mallard, is 00 gauge, which is the same gauge as my train set. I do have videos to that on YouTube as well, so if anybody would like to look at that, please feel free, or ask me about it, and when I get round to it, I'll send you a link about the train set. There's quite a few videos there, but that's a 00 gauge, and it's come a long way. I've had it nearly 2 years. Well, I would have had it 2 years in August, so it's come a long way, and lots of money spent. Which is 18. It's an 8. The set itself is a standard 18-inch by 12-inch. No, 1800 millimeters by 1200 millimeters. That's 1800 millimeters in length and 1200 in width. We had to get 2 boards for that, you know, from the B&Q, which I passed earlier. Yeah, which weren't very big, but there's, and yeah, I'll get back to my train set in a minute. But just, I've got to say something about this building. I mean, look at the state this railway's in now. People throwing things, rubbish, look at that. That's just an example. But, I'll talk about this building now. Just wondering, I'm not sure what this type of building is. And I was wondering if anybody out there on YouTube or Facebook, etc., knows what type of building this is, or was, would you please be able to tell me? Because this here looks like there used to be a door. I'm coming up to Fotherby in a few minutes, but I'm not sure. So, and there's something there, I don't know what it is. There's Louth where we come from. So anyways, back to my trains. My favourite diesel engine is the, of all time, is a Class 37. You can't beat a Class 37. I just love them. I've got 3 of them on the train set. One with lights that actually work. Most of them are microchipped, apart from most of my trains. I've got about, let's put it this way, the steam engine, 3 Class 37s, well, 5 with a Class 66. So all of them, apart from the Class 66, are microchipped, because it's a digital railway. I did have a Class 08 shunter, which for some reason doesn't work anymore, so that's now in my display case. I have actually had to go in, as I was saying about the Class 08 shunter earlier, I have actually had a go in it when I first started working at Ludborough, and I will admit it was weird actually pulling things rather than being pulled. It was a weird sensation, but I have to admit though, they are developing new trains at the minute, like maglev and that, but they're still in their early stages yet. They will arrive hopefully in the future, which is a good job the Germans are doing at that, I have to admit. And there are plenty of other trains out there which are good, but for the time being, diesel electrics are the way to go. Okay? That's, it's the, what happens is, I'll try to explain it, I don't really understand how this works, but diesel electrics, what they do, is they have a diesel engine, and an electric, I think is a generator. Now what that does is, the diesel engine provides the power to the diesel, to the generator, and what that, or whatever it's called, and what that does is it then converts the power that the diesel engine or diesel engines, some trains have 2, into electricity, which then goes to the motors underneath the train, which then power the wheels, enabling the train to pull much bigger and much heavier loads, which is a good idea. And that's what most trains are today, diesel electrics, like the Pendolinos. I have to admit though, the Virgin trains, they're quite nice trains actually. I really like the paintwork on them and that. So when Richard Branson's really done a good job there. Good company, I have to admit that, I find them quite reliable. Always provide a good service. So if you hear this, Richard Branson, you're doing a good job. Keep it up. Yeah. Mind you, when you like trains, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? There we go, we are nearing Fotherby now. I will keep, it's taking me 12 minutes, bloody hell. So sorry about the swearing. I didn't expect I'd be this long, this quick actually. I've been here before and it's taken longer. But just up ahead, you won't be able to see it, is a bridge up at Grimsby, Little Grimsby Lane, I think it's called. Yeah. God, I do go on a bit. How many times do I say that too? My God, I do repeat myself. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to walk out here. I've had to get the bus back. But hey, I do love walking. Yeah, look how... Again with the bloody swearing. Stop it. Yeah. I also managed to get stuck in the roof on Saturday night, so if anybody sees that in the Louth leader, it's my fault. I was an idiot. But anyways, and I got rescued by the fire brigade as well. Yeah, but I do love walking down these old railways, literally. Yeah. When we come to Ings Lane, I think it is, then yeah, a bridge I think is starting to appear. I'll try and get up on the top of it, if possible only. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's starting to appear. Good. I do go on a bit. But hey ho. Yeah. There are railway pages all over Facebook. You just sort of have to type in railway or something, or whatever, to try and find them. But yeah. But you know, I love railways to bits. Can't ever say it too much. Best car out there, I will put this out now to side with the cars a bit, Ferrari F40. Okay? Best car in the world. It might not be the fastest, well it was at one point, but it ain't the fastest, but it is the best. Okay? It's a classic. Instant classic when it was launched. Battery use is going low. Okay, I'll just push OK. Yeah. Look, rubbish. Anyways, I will cut filming up at this bridge for a while till I get to Fotherby Crossing, sorry. Fotherby Halt. That's it. And I'll do a bit of filming there. It's only because my battery's going a bit low now at the minute. So, yeah. And I'm pretty sure you're probably getting bored now because it's been 15 minutes since I was at that crossing up at the Pear field. But yeah. Anyways, there's two more places. There's a gate there. You can see it, but no, the bridge isn't appearing yet. When it does, it will. But yeah, Lincolnshire. The people, they say Lincolnshire is flat, but when I say this, and I'm going to be honest, they are and they aren't wrong. Okay? Yes, some of it is flat, but I can tell you the Lincolnshire wolds is anything but flat. I mean, there's Lincolnshire wolds over there. Hopefully, mind you, if you can't see it, you can't see it. But it's not flat, I can tell you. Louth is on the edge of the Lincolnshire wolds, and that bit definitely isn't flat. So you can have fun riding your bike through that. I will admit, I have over the years anyways. But, hey ho. Hey ho, down the Lincolnshire Railway we go. Yeah, and it is fun. I like to walk down these railways. Yeah, nice. There you go, there's the bridge. I plan to get the bus back. Yeah, I'm not sure what this building is either. But you know, it's a small building, as you can see. Rubbish inside it and everything. Well, there's the bridge. Yeah, this is it right here. If I can't get up there, I'll just go under. This is at Fotherby. Yeah. Very dark, lovely. Can I get up? Have a look. Let's go for a quick fucking try. Yeah, I can get up. Not easy. But there it is there. Just a quick one. This is only going to be like bloody quick. I've got like places to go. Other railways. Struggling here a bit. Well, hey ho. This is on top of it. Wow, that is. Just show you quickly. Down there. There's where I've come from. Anyways, get back down now. Let's give it a shot at getting back down this. If I fall, I fall. I'm going to laugh. Okay. Okay. There she is. Graffiti, I mean, look at that, that is disgusting. And on the other side too. Pretty nice though, I will admit. But there she is again. Nice. This here is Fotherby Halt, and as you can see, the original gates and everything, the rails are still here. Look at the state of this gate, it's a bit damaged. But you can't actually get access that way anymore. It's just like private property. But what I am going to do is I'm going to walk this way. I'll quickly try and show you. Down here, very quickly. You can only gain access to it by, I mean, the flash is not working because my phone cut out before I got to the bridge. So the battery's going low, unfortunately. So it's a good day, I'm having a good time. We'd have to go down here, sort of, yeah, to get to a little alleyway. There it is, I think. Just the right one. Yeah, there it is. This is what you have to do. Now you go to here. And you come out at this end of the level crossing. Which has still got the rails in it, whether I said that first, I don't know. But a few minutes, seconds ago, maybe a minute or two, I really don't know. As you can see, you can't like gain access to it because it's like there, somewhere over there now. But this is the old railway. Hang on a minute, railways. Let's have a quick look at this. Anyhow, next stop Ings Lane, I think. We have here the bridge at Ings Lane. As you can see, the road's down there. This is only going to be that quick. Let's see, double road track. There's Ings Lane. And there's a curve. This is the bridge here. It's only quick since my phone's running flat. This here is at Utterby, the bridge at Utterby. I'll try, if I can, I'll show you on top like I did the one at Utterby a few miles ago, or an hour or two ago. But yeah, this is the bridge. Unlike Utterby, this one has got a path that runs down it, like that, see? Hopefully my phone will hold out, because the next stop after this is Pear Lane. Now there is a signal that is still there. I'll show you another shot of the bridge like that, what do you think? A signal still at Pear Lane, which is up that way, where the phone's gone. Anyways, just a quick one up here. This is at Utterby, there's Utterby out there. So we're nearly there now. Another hour. I did say try to get to Pear Lane by 6. Or at least try. I'll do a bit of running quickly. Just show you the top. But hey, this is Volleyball Lane, I think it's called. And there's the bridge up ahead. Ludborough's over there. I think you can just see it. If you can, then you can't. I've walked about 5 miles already. Okay, we're coming on top of the bridge. Hopefully there's not a car coming. It's a little hub back. There we go. There's a good view down there. There's another good view. As you can see, there is a bit of damage here. As you can see. But it's not bad. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to go back down now. So yeah, over and out. Next stop will be Pear Lane. Well, this is the signal at Pear Lane, and over there in the distance is Ludborough. Right over there. So there's where I've come all that bloody way. Quite literally. Tyres. Hey, look at that. They may still use that again at some point in the future. And I don't know what this building is. I'm not sure what that is. Whoops. Look at that. Signal. Anyhow, and this here's the old level crossing. Right here. There's nothing left to do anymore. Vehicles have right of way here, so I've got to be careful. As you can see, there's a red light in the distance. I don't know whether you can see it. Oh, hey ho. This is the old level crossing. It goes down there. Well, we're nearly there. Nearly at Ludborough. Somebody tell me what sort of wagon this is. I'm not actually quite sure. I've never seen this before. It's only going to be a quick video this. But Ludborough is right there. Don't know whether you can see it on the phone. Anyways, I just come from that direction. Well, I'm going to continue. But still, what is that truck? I don't know. A wagon. Really don't know. And here we are at Ludborough. You can see they've got some track down already, and there's some wagons. D3167's further up. We'll try and get better shots of the wagons actually. I'll try. I don't know whether you can see through there. I'll see behind that wrecked locomotive. Oh, look at these two, look, they're nice. I like that. Here, this wagon Hang on, is it? No, it isn't. Looks like one of the ones from Louth, but that's what it is. This is some of the stuff they've got up at Ludborough. There they are. Well, there's a quick view of everything that they've got up here, going that way. And over there, I see those blue wagons in the distance. Over here, there, I'll try and get a good shot of them. Do you see them? That section of track I showed you earlier, those blue wagons used to sit on. Now they're being restored here and well looked after.